finally am finished with all the troubleshooting. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know why Steam decided to just not let VTube Studio work, but I moved it over to a different drive and now apparently it has enough storage to run, so so we're here now. Hello everyone. Rat, hi, yes. Hi Rat. Yes. Okay, now we're all set up. There's a few things I need to close, Okay. Oops. How are you guys all doing tonight? Just to start up some conversation while I am setting things up. How y'all doing? How's it going? That is not what we're working on tonight. You ate a taco? Dude, that's really awesome. Oh, you were sick this week? Yeah, no, a lot of people have been sick recently. I've heard of a lot of people being sick. So, are you over it yet? Or are you still recovering, or are you done with the sickness, TKT? Oh, and Anonymous Cheese is here. And she says, I'm doing wonderful. How are you? I am doing good too. I have my dinner with me, so I may kind of eat in between drawing, but I am here. You still a bit sick? Yeah. Well, hopefully you will get over it soon. Oops. There we go. Okay. Oh. Welcome, Bella, sick one. Yeah, everyone is sick this week. That's just how it is. Alright, now I have to move my webcam. So there's gonna be some weird stuff on the VTuber real quick. Okay. We'll see. I think that's a little better now. Alright. Apologies for the sounds, I was readjusting my mic so it'd be a little closer to my voice. Okay. Alright. Did you know that beetroots are more closely related with wolves than tomatoes? That is misinformation. You know, I wouldn't be surprised though. I don't know, it passes the vibe check. Honestly. I'll be real honest with you guys, I'm really not sure what we're gonna do here today, but I'll be doing some doodling, and we can have a good time. I'm going to make a video filled with misinformation. Be careful, you might get shadow banned. Why did it crash? Rad, yeah, rad. Please don't crash, PRF. Okay. I need to bring this over here. Oops. Anonymous Cheese says, Doodles in chat is peak stream. It absolutely is. You are very correct about that. I will disclaim before the real video starts. Well, that's probably a good plan. You probably should do a disclaimer if you're gonna give a video of misinformation. At least tell them that you're lying to them. Okay. Are you gonna crash this time? Yep. Oh, wow. And Discord crashed as well. I don't think my computer's having a good night tonight. Okay, there we go. Yeah. At least tell them if you're lying to them. LOL, yeah. POV, me every night. Wait, what, lying to people or computer crashing? Okay, I don't know why this is not opening. I'm trying to open up my PureRef board so I can have my references up, but it's just not. Like, it'll load in and then it just crashes. Computer? Yeah. Open. Listen. That one. What if I open it from the file? My favorite piece of misinformation would probably not be able to be included in the video. Oh. Why not? Is it how hair grows after you die? Hair grows? Oh wait, I forgot we're talking about misinformation. What? Guys, I'm getting the feeling that my computer is about to need a restart. Oh, now the face tracking on my VTuber's not working. Hang on. Hang on, we gotta, no, not that. Not change the model, settings, camera. Camera, on, okay. Why not working? Okay, hang on. Settings. Oh dear. Oh dear. If you guys can still hear me, my computer is pretty clearly spazzing out, so I'm gonna have to do a quick restart, and hopefully the stream will stay suspended and I can just pick back up on the same stream. If not, I will create a new one and redistribute the link. So hang tight and I will be back momentarily. I do not know why the computer's spazzing out tonight. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it has stayed up, sometimes it's went away, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll be back in a second. I think we're back. Hang on. There we go. Alright. Okay. Perfect. I'm back. Still have my thing up. Okay. Alright. We are returned. And it looks like it's working right now. I did a good reboot of my computer and it's a little more refreshed now. I think it gets happy. Yay, thank you, cheese. I'm back. What's VTube? VTube Studio is the program that I use to run my VTuber, just the little character you see moving. That's the program that I use. Ooh. Oh, no, can I move it all? Hang on. There we go. No. Hang on. Give me a moment. Wait, you can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me? Can you hear me now? I'm muted. Fuzzy can hear me. Just make sure that my, the stream isn't muted on your end. Hang on, give me 1 second. TKT, you can't hear me. OBS is showing that I'm hooked up. Properties, using the right microphone. Now you can hear her. Maybe it was lagging? Yeah, reload, hamburger. And maybe you can hear me. Hang on, that's not right. That's not the right thing. Item settings. Cannot. I need to make this clip. Configure loaded items. Alright. Select. Oh, long clicking on it. Okay. Can I make it? Oh. Oh, welcome, Media Archivist. Okay, you can hear it now. Awesome. Yes, Minecraft music. Why is this not working? My blanket is not... It is not clipped to my model for some reason. Hang on. Give me a moment. I know that this is completely unnecessary, but like, this matters to me. Okay, hang on. Give me half a second. Items. Banana, yes. Okay, perfect. Need this for the cozy streamer vibes. You just call me Joshua, it's not secret. Okay. I didn't know for sure. I just wanted to be careful. Why? Why is it like that? Why are you rotated? Please unrotate. Unrotate, please. Okay, I think maybe it's better now. Okay. Reminds me of the house tree. It's been a while drawing myself tonight. Awesome. Yeah. No, it has been a while. It has absolutely been a while. Fair warning, my computer is not happy tonight, so there's already been one interruption. Who knows, maybe there will be another. We all get surprised tonight by what happens. My phone autocorrects tree to house? Really? Maybe you should talk to it kindly. I'm trying to. Computer, please, don't die. Please don't die. I've been doing so much after all my free time is being busy. That is fair. That is fair. Alright. I don't think it's saved, that one. Oh yeah, Anonymous Cheese said, bro, TKT, that's what I said. Yes, she said maybe if you talk nice to it, it'll work about my computer. Sorry, I forgot to read that message, Cheese. Okay. There we go. Cheese. And just as it stopped working, I must go. Sorry I couldn't stay long. Hope the stream is fun. See you later. Alright, that's fine. Thank you for stopping by, Fuzzy. See you later. Also, we don't even know if it really started working or not. It may still not be working. You made a sandwich? That's awesome. What was in your sandwich? Universal fact, talk to inanimate objects nicely they should work. If not, threaten them. That's what I do at least. Yeah, that's fair. Also, let me know if the music is too loud, guys. I know that last time I had the music up too loud. I think it's a normal volume right now, but actually maybe not. I think it's about the same volume as my voice. I don't know. Let me know if it's too loud. Just be like, fine, if you ain't gonna work, I'll leave. Yeah, for real. Music could be lower. Alright. I will lower it a bit. Let's see. That should be a bit better. It's a bit lower on my audio thing. No pop. In my sandwich was turkey, redacted, fiesta cheese, ranch, and bread as the bread. Oh man. See, I like using paper as bread instead of bread as bread. But I guess to each their own, right? No, hamburger at relatively 7:30 p.m. For me, it's 8. I think maybe TKT is saying that he made his sandwich half an hour ago. Okay, is my reference board gonna open this time? This is what made my computer go haywire. Let's hope it doesn't do that again. That would be very not fun. Yes, I made it half an hour ago. Awesome. Also, I got confused for a second, TKT, because you said no hamburger at 7:30 p.m. and I thought you were saying no, I made a hamburger at 7:30 p.m. Alright, reference board is not loading tonight. I guess that's just what it is. I don't know why not, but we won't have references tonight, so that's chill. We're just gonna deal with it. We can draw. Computer is also not very good at doing stuff sometimes. Yeah, that's fair. That happens sometimes. Okay, alright. Drawing blind. I could actually blindfold myself, although you guys would have no way to verify I was actually blindfolded. One time Magma just wasn't working because it was overwhelmed by a plane or something. Interesting. Also, Hamburger, are you asking about my computer or TKT's computer? Mine is not very old, if you were asking about mine. My computer's a Chromebook. Yeah, that's fair. For reference, I just opened a new tab with Pinterest on it. LOL, I've never used a reference board because I don't know how to. Yeah, PureRef, the reference software that I use, you can have just like, you can just paste in images, so it's really helpful if you have a bunch of characters. And so you can just put in the images of them there and not have to look at a whole bunch of different sources if you're drawing like an original character or something. I'm going to try one more thing. I'm gonna try to open an outdated version of the reference board because maybe, just maybe, it's that it's too big. I'm not certain, but we will try. Okay, is that the one that I made? Yeah, that was that one. So that is. Can I? Wait, I actually downloaded that a few days ago, so I can go from here. Oh, Cheese says, I am technologically illiterate with the sparklies around it, and I feel that. I think it was just in downloads. Yeah, here. Was it there? No, not that one. Not that one either. Oh, okay, here we go. Here was what we need to do. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding. Oh, I can't. That's dumb. You know it doesn't crash and requires no updates? My physical paper. You know what? That's great for you. That's awesome. I am glad for you. Unfortunately, everything is digital for me. That's the right one. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna work this time? Please work this time. Please. This is not the most recent version. Oh, that's fine. It has most of the things I need anyway. Okay. Alright. That's fine. I will take what I can get. Alright. Yeah. Alright, now I can actually kind of get in the mood and draw, now that I finally have all this figured out. Question, has anyone tried pretending to break the fourth wall IRL to confuse random people? Or maybe just do it when you're by yourself? Because for some reason I just looked at a random part of my wall, smiled, and gave it 2 thumbs up. I kind of like that. I mean, you just gotta acknowledge the inanimate objects in your life every now and then. I'm sure they get to feeling a little bit lonely. Oh, and Nana is good at drawing. Oh, thank you, GKT. How is the council these days? Oh, we're doing pretty good. We have not done anything together in a while, though, honestly. So, as a little update on the story that some of you guys probably know about and some of you guys probably don't know about because we don't really publicize it very much, we have a novel that we're working on. Regis is the author of it, and he just finished the first volume of the novel series. I am in charge of the art for this project. About 2 or 3 years ago, I got Clip Studio Paint for the purpose of drawing that manga, and guess what I haven't drawn? So, I'm hoping to maybe start working on that soon now that I have a full volume in place. I want to kind of figure out how I want to go about drawing the characters, what kind of art style I want to use. I want to kind of simplify it and streamline it to where it's not too hard for me to replicate. But that's difficult for me because as of later years, coming up with a consistent style that I can do quickly and easily has been a difficult challenge for me. So it may take some trial and error, and I've kind of done it once, but that was a long time ago and I've improved since then, and So we're gonna try it again. Right now, this is kind of just a warm-up doodle, I guess. I don't know. But, we're gonna just kind of doodle some, and I may get tired of that and work on some meme drawings, because there's a bunch of those that I want to do. Because even if I don't have official content to give out, if I can give content of the characters interacting, then that is better than nothing. And she said, I don't know why, but inanimate objects are legit the best listeners, but sometimes they get sassy. I hate when they get sassy. Oh dear. That's certainly a problem to have, isn't it? Oh, bye TKT. And we need a council event again. Yeah, we should plan one soon. A game night or something. As somebody who speaks with inanimate objects regularly, I can confirm that their feelings get hurt when you ignore them. Yes, for sure. Warm up? I just mean like kind of get into the vibes of drawing. Feel a little bit natural with it. And if things go right, I may have my first OC lore vid in a few months. Made a new thingy I'll be adding to the channel. That's really cool. The lore videos are really cool. I think they're really cool. I've never done one, and I would love to do one. But I think that's really cool. Talent is next level, yes. It really is. Oh, Cheese says, such as when you're trying to get the printer to print and it makes some sort of angry noise like an angry chihuahua and all you asked of it was one paper, just one. My family's black and white printer is like never rude and always so efficient, but the color one is newer and so demanding. See, printers are annoying. Printers are very finicky. So I understand that. I always put so much detail into the jawline and spend so long like making it look right, and then if I'm drawing on it, it just always gets completely erased because of her bangs, because they cover her jawline. Okay. I'm gonna pull up my browser real quick. You know, I'm gonna go. Who are you exactly drawing? Just wondering. This character right here is the character that well, this is me. This is me right here. This is Nana. She's me. And I'm going to, I think I've decided I'm just gonna do some little meme drawings. I'm gonna find some pose bases and just kind of doodle and have fun making some meme drawings of me and my friend group and their characters. So I think that'll be, I think that's what we're gonna do today because I don't feel like actually thinking out what I'm drawing. So we'll find something fun to draw. A friend of mine, a good artist friend of mine, has a lot of really good Pinterest boards, so I'm gonna go raid her Pinterest board. She says, LOL, I love drawing jawlines for some odd reason, especially more defined ones. Yes, it's fun. It's also very easy to mess up though, unfortunately. Meme drawings are usually the most fun and easiest to do, not gonna lie. Yeah, for real. They really are. Which is kind of why I just want to do that. I'm just trying to see if I can find one that's kind of silly. Maybe that's because I do them so often because my avatar is just so memeable. Honestly, Rose is very memeable. I love that. It's perfect. Honestly, I kind of want to find that Monopoly one. I need to find that Monopoly one. I think that would be fun. And if you guys don't know what I mean, I am about to find it and I will show you guys. Actually, I have found a different idea. I found a new one that I kind of want to do. This one, it's a fun little meme. I want to do this with Nana and Megan. Megan is my best friend Icy, and I think that it would be fun to have her being the depressed one and Nana being the a fun one. I think that would be funny. I'm gonna do that. Let's see, let's put that on multiply, put that down there. And yes, I am going to be kind of tracing this. It is a pose base though, and I'm fully disclosing to you guys that I'm tracing this, so no foul played here. I could probably find the original artist of this pose base and put it in the description of my video after the stream, but I don't feel like digging that deep right now. She's tracing. It's a pose base. I did that for me and Trixie. I did it a while back. Oh, yeah, that works too. Yeah, that's very accurate. Hang on, do I have? Yes, I do. Oh, Sketch Maiden is here on stream. Sketchy, she's on stream. Cheese and Sketchy in the void chat. If you guys don't mind moving to the double void chat so that I don't have to read different ones, I would appreciate. Hoi hoi, hoi hoi. All right. Time to draw me and my friend for the first time in ever. Double void chat is crazy. Yeah, and for context, for anyone here who doesn't know, Sketchy and Cheese, they're two of my friends that chat in the void, and I read their messages, so. Alright, so just recap. Drawing this meme with me and Megan. And she gave me a alt design for Megan that had short hair recently, and I want to draw that, because I have not actually legitimately drawn that yet. We are the voices in her head. We are very loud, obnoxiously so. Yes, they are. I attest they are very loud. But it's okay, because they're my friends. And I love them. Do you ever just like drawing like really big ears? I don't know, I just kind of enjoy that when I'm drawing cartoony characters. I need to draw this sort of art style more often. I think it's very satisfying. We are stuck in the void trying to get out, or not, that too. We made socks schizo. Big ears are fun on chibis or more cartoony characters. Yeah, it just makes them look so silly, and I love it. I love it a lot. Also, I do not promote tracing in general, kids. If you do it, use a pose base and give credit when you do. I just want to be clear, I'm not endorsing art theft. If it's made as a pose base, most likely the artist intended for you to use it. You're Tracy. I am W Piracy. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. JK, don't steal from people. Yeah. We just know you can't be a knight and a pirate, and he is. Somehow he found a way. Tracing can be okay if you trace yourself. Yeah, I have actually done that. I have taken a picture of my hand and traced it, and I don't really consider that, like stealing, because that's literally me. Sure I can, don't tell me what to do. BP. Oh yeah, that's the sunglasses face with the tongue sticking out. I tried drawing hands, but I gave up the minute I started. Well, you don't give up. Do your best. It takes a lot of work, though. I will admit that. I mean, if you really can't draw hands, then you just go like that. And you go like that. And you can do a little that. And then give it an arm. And then you have a hand. And give it a little line there, and then you got some fingers. It's very simple. But I gave up the minute. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I already read that message. I thought that was another message. Oh, what is BP? BP is his little face. That's the B is sunglasses, and the P is a tongue. Drawing hands can definitely be annoying. Absolutely, it really, really is. I do not argue with that. I'm just not gonna give any detail on her hair. I'm just gonna let it be a bunch of globs. that kind of makes sense. And a cool and flying hip? Maybe. What's more annoying, drawing hands or drawing faces? For me, drawing faces. I learned drawing faces before I learned drawing hands. That may be different for different people, but for me, that's how it is. Hands, faces are fun. Yeah. Drawing hands can definitely be annoying. BP, brotherly piracy. Yeah, faces are pretty fun. I will say that when you are first learning, they can be very frustrating. When I started drawing, I did not draw eyes. Like, I basically just would draw a face, I would draw a mouth. Sometimes I would draw a nose, sometimes I wouldn't draw a nose, and I would just not have eyes. Sometimes I would do eyebrows, sometimes I wouldn't. It depended on if I was trying to convey emotion or not. And then I would just leave no eyes. And that was it. Because I could not draw eyes. And then eventually so, fun story. I don't do this anymore. But, fun story. When I was starting out drawing and I couldn't draw eyes, I found a drawing of an eye that I really liked. And I traced it. And I would copy and paste that all over my drawings. On every drawing that I did, I would paste it on there. So, that's a lesson to not do that, but eventually I learned how to actually draw eyes because it was a little bit inconvenient. I also just realized I need to calibrate my model since I changed it to a different drive. It's not calibrated correctly. But yeah, it's a lesson for you guys to learn not to trace. Don't trace. And tracing is bad. If you need to learn, do that, but don't do that and put it on a normal drawing. Eyes are my favorite part to draw now. Yeah, honestly, they are pretty fun to draw when you figure out how to draw them. Let me see. Can I find mouth? Mouth. That's my eyebrows. My eyebrows are a little bit too sensitive actually, but it's not really a problem. Mouth, smile, mouth open. There we go. I don't think that's the right setting. Is that the right setting? It's just not like, it's not understanding my mouth moving. Maybe, okay, that's the mouth open. Maybe there's a mouth shape. No, I think it saved my settings. I don't know, because there's a few settings that I've changed in here. Oh, is this it? Oh, okay, mouth open sensitivity. That's better, yeah. I think that's a lot better. Mouth smile sensitivity. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, no, that's better. Sensitivity going up. Let me make sure there's nothing else I can do. Yeah, I think that's better. I'll calibrate it another day when I'm not on stream, because I don't know if that opens up my webcam. I will say eyes are beautiful to draw once you're done. Yes, absolutely. They really are. I love eyes. And like I said, like, things become way more fun to draw when you learn how to draw them and you can draw them more easily. Until then, it is kind of painful. Like, there's absolutely things that are really painful for me to draw even now. like furniture and decorations in a house and stuff, really a pain, and I have to be very conscientious to make sure that everything is its appropriate size, like that everything stays proportional, you know. Like, actually, in a drawing that I'm working on for a commission right now, I feel like, and I keep thinking about it, and I may go back and change it eventually, but I have some hanging herbs from the roof, and like, they're kind of not technically wrong, but they're so small that I feel like it doesn't even matter. So I may eventually go back and make them a little bigger. It's just a little difficult because I got stuff on different layers. So I don't know. It's bugging me enough that I may go through the effort of changing it though. Gotta go. Alright. Bye bye, hamburger. Ciao. Ciao. Have a good night. And thanks for stopping by. Yeah, no, I really love drawing in this art style. It's a lot of fun. We may stream for about another 20 minutes. That should be plenty of time to finish this up and maybe even do another one. Does she have? She does have bracelets. Okay. Left hand has... Left hand is this one. No, left hand is this one. So it's got two small bracelets. That's two bracelets, not one. It'll be noticeable whenever I do the colors. This one has one, two. Are those bangles or is that like a twisty bracelet? We're gonna interpret it as two bangles. I love bangles. Bangles are really cool. I don't wear them because they're very annoying to wear. I used to have some really cute pink bangles that were like bedazzled. And they're really cool. I get the feeling Cheese may be the only one who knows what I'm talking about. She has a really cool design on her shirt in this outfit, and I don't think I can draw all of it, but it has like this really neat pair of wings. LOL, I have bracelets that move a lot, so I have a feeling I wouldn't like bangles. LOL, yeah. So I wear a lot of bracelets. I don't know if you can hear, but I have a lot of bracelets. I have 4 bracelets on my right arm, 2 bracelets on my left arm, and I keep a hair tie as well as a watch. So that's 6 bracelets in total, and then 2 other things. I have a lot of stuff on my arms, and I've just gotten kind of used to it now. But they're all pretty tight-fitting or like elasticy ones, so they're not very noticeable. Sometimes wear 10 bracelets in all or none at all, yeah. It's just like sometimes you feel like bracelets, sometimes you don't. I know some people don't wear bracelets because, like, if they're working at a desk, it kind of pushes into their wrists and they don't like the feeling of that. I think the things that are dark I'm actually going to fill in with line art. Since I've already done a couple of pieces of jewelry like that. And I did her eyes like that. I might just interpret all of the jewelry like that. That way I don't have to fool with coloring it. Then I wear a cross necklace, dog tags, and a necklace with a bottle with my dog's fur in it. I haven't worn them in a while though because I forget. That necklace is that's very sweet. I like that. Alright. Okay. That's good enough for her. And then for Nana, who I feel is a little bit more difficult to cartoonize, unfortunately. Especially in this sort of pose. It's very not very Nana pose. I feel like I need to give her eyelashes. Oh, that username is Longbro. Hello, Nom. Welcome to the chat. How's it going? Just call me Noom? Alright. Hey, Noom. How goes it, Noom? It would be kind of a pain if I had to say Noom every time. So I appreciate that. Okay, I kind of like that face. It's so silly. Alright, okay, so I got the... I think we're gonna draw the hair behind the eyes. I think that's funnier. The smile of derpy innocence is what that is? Exactly. Who are you drawing? I am drawing me and my best friend, who is also known as Bardic Watercolorist, or the way I see it. The way I see it. Here, I'll spell that out for you. That is her handle on most... Sorry. On most social medias. Also, that one's long. Yeah. And this is her, and this is me. Oh, your handwriting is beautiful, just a beautiful chart. Oh, thank you. It's pretty whenever I put time into making it pretty. It looks more like this when I'm writing fast. Something like that. That's what it usually looks like. It's usually not very legible. Still pretty nice. Oh, thank you. I'll take your word on it. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back, TKT. I just learned what legible means ish. Legible. Yeah. That's a lot of M's. It is a lot of M's, yes. TKT, do you know Noom? And 21 or 22? Wow, that's a lot of M's. I really like drawing characters in this, like, you know, one character is kind of really pressed up against the other, and like they're just kind of like melding into one, you know? Like their hair is just like the same, the same form as the other person's. I've done that before with Nana and Megan. You like Siamese twins? That's not what I'm necessarily... I have nothing against them, but that's not what I was talking about. I don't really want it to be that big right there. Just do like that. Let's do more like that. Ooh. Is Noom a race car by any chance? Like... like that? There would need to be a Y for Noom to be a race car, I think. I kind of like that. I think that's cute. I think that's cute. Bro, the squish is always fun to draw. Yeah. I think it's really cool. Oh, I need to make that a little bit more balanced. There we go. And then what outfit should I draw Nana in for this? She has many, many outfits. I think I will draw her in. Oh, I don't think it's on this one. No, it's not. I need to pull up a different source of reference for it. Give me one moment. Let's see. Nana is better at drawing than a fork, usually most of the time, if not all the time. Yeah, I would say a decent bit of the time I'm better than a fork, but you know, it just really depends on how I'm feeling day by day. Sometimes I'm not as good as a fork. You never know, there might be a really artistic fork. Yeah, there really might be. You truly never know. Truly you do not. Alright, I know which outfit I'm gonna draw. Oh, I'm trying to get the right colors for Scar without color picking because I can't, lol, so this will either be really great or really bad. Hey, sometimes it can help to just do like little experiments where you try and get the right color. And even if you don't get the exact right color, you can get the color that you like. Better than a fork? LOL, I hope so. It depends on if you're talking about a sentient fork or an unsentient fork, because if it's not sentient, then I would really hope that I'm better. But if it is sentient, then I'm not gonna discount his talents. Scar the Hermit? I think she is referring to Scar the lion from The Lion King. Also, hello Sarasaku, my name is Jonathan Legumbe. I hope I said that right. And I'm watching your live stream now. Welcome, Jonathan, to the stream. I hope you have a good time watching the live stream tonight. We are drawing meme drawing. We are mostly just vibing, truly. Alright. Scar from Lion King indeed. Yes, I was right. I do have insider information, though. I have seen. Oh, I don't know if I've seen the exact drawing that Cheese is talking about, but I have seen some of the drawings that she's done recently of Scar. Okay. Here in our USA, daylight savings time begins this weekend 1 hour ahead. Yeah, I am not very happy about that. I really wish that we didn't have to do daylight savings time, but it'll be okay. And TKT says, hello, my name is Jonathan Logan Bay. I'm watching your live stream now. Prepare to be watched. St. Patrick's Day is Tuesday, March 17th, 2026. Indeed. Oh, and Cheese asks, or she says, Scar is her favorite Disney villain. Who is your favorite Disney villain? That's a good question. It's been a while since I've watched any Disney movies, so it's hard to say. Spitting straight facts, yeah, for real. That's a really good question. Okay, so I'm a little bit, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of really good answers here. One I will say is I've heard a lot about how Captain Hook is probably not actually that big of a villain. I don't know that he would be my favorite villain per se. But, Alright, Sarasaka and everyone, thank you for saying hello to me. You all have a good one to take care of yourself, guys. Yeah, have a good one, Jonathan. Maybe see you later. Make sure to drop a sub if you're interested, but otherwise, hope you have a good night. Maybe we'll see you again. Haha, misinformation, am I right? I don't know about villains. I feel like I always watched the Disney movies as a kid, which means I did always see it like very black and white, and I always just didn't like the villains. You know, because usually they would be mean to the characters that I liked, the good characters. Maybe if I rewatched some of them, now that I'm older, I could really kind of place, villains that I think are a list of villains. Yeah, it's an interesting little thought experiment. I don't know why, but I always hated the villains as a kid. Now I find some of their quotes relatable or even kind of feel bad for them. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, there are some, obviously some movies where, the villains are very clearly fully villains, but sometimes I think, it kind of depends on your perspective. Not condoning their actions. Yeah, no. I mean, most villains really did do a lot of bad things that are not justified, but I think there are some cases in some medias where the characters that are made out to be villains are really just doing what they have to survive. I don't know. I don't have a lot of great examples on me right now, but most of the time, people are not just evil for evil's sake, right? They all have a motivation, and even if the motivation is, I guess you could say, that, well, not I guess you could say, saying, I want this thing and I'm gonna stop at nothing to get it, that is absolutely evil, and there's not a justification for that. But, a lot of times, it's a villain who lost a loved one and wants to get them back, or, you know, something along those lines. And so you can kind of see where they're coming from, but, you know, the ends don't justify the means, right? It's a hot take. I assume there's going to be a hot take? Or are you just calling what I said a hot take? Little Jack Horner was just... Did I read that right? Yeah. Was just, it was kind of just evil for evil's sake, but that's DreamWorks. Yeah, that is DreamWorks. I mean, absolutely a lot of media does paint people as evil for the sake of being evil, and I'm sure there's people out there who genuinely really are just evil for the sake of evil. They just want to hurt people. But, oh, TKT, great reference. I love that movie. You know, I actually don't know that movie. But, a lot... Oh, like Scar, his actual name, Taka, means trash when Mufasa's means strong. Yeah, I can see that. It had 3 villains and antagonists. Okay. Yeah. But a lot of them have some kind of motivation, right? And so a lot of them are just blinded by their motivations. And so they do things that are not justified to, you know. Titan is evil from Deltarune, or is it evil because it doesn't have much of a conscience, I think. Yeah, see, that's an interesting thought. I think I'm getting the vibes that the Titans are kind of just beings that are just there to cause evil and pain and suffering, to bring the roaring to fruition. I hope that's not spoilers. So they're not really conscious, so yes, technically they would be evil for evil's sake, but they're also not really able to do anything different. It's like the meme 2 + 2 = 5. Despite silly proofs, the equality sign is just a test that will return false. A villain is a wicked, malicious, or criminal character. Yeah. I mean, it just kind of depends. I guess villain is not as good of a word as antagonist, because, you know, sometimes you've got an antagonist in the story that isn't exactly a villain. They don't just do bad things just because they want to see people hurt. They do bad things because they have their own motivations, and even if their motivations are selfish, they have some kind of motivation. I don't know. I'm not justifying every villain out there, or even any of the villains out there. It's just a thing to think about. If it is a more nuanced character, then yeah, antagonist would be better, I think, too. A lot of kids' shows, villains are just straight up villains, and it's not really, you know. An antagonist can be a hero if the protagonist is a villain. You know, that's true, because it all depends on the perspective the story's told from, because antagonist, I'm not sure of the exact definition. If somebody wants to look it up, they definitely can and prove me wrong. But I'm pretty sure that antagonist and protagonist really mostly... So protagonist would be the main character of a story, and the antagonist would be the person who, well, antagonizes them. The person who gets in their way and stops them from doing what they want or need to do. So. Oh, and, Puss in Boots, The Last Witch. It's connected to Shrek, but you don't need to watch Shrek to understand it, to be honest. Also, fun fact, I have the Be Prepared song memorized. Just shows another reason I love Scar. Yeah. I've been told to watch that, the Puss in Boots, Last Witch movie a lot, actually. So, I don't know, maybe I will someday. I already read that. I'm sorry. I'm getting tripped up, guys. Y'all are tripping me up. Antagonist, a person who actively opposes or is hostile to someone or something, an adversary. So technically, the protagonist is the antagonist to the antagonist. I guess. So it doesn't really depend on what you're opposing. If you oppose something, you're an antagonist. Thou greatest adversary. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, sorry, my VTuber went crazy. Alright, okay, we're gonna do... I must say, although I love a good villain redemption or sad backstory, seems to me like Disney's been doing it way too much, or they make the villain so weak and hardly evil at all. Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of that, to be completely honest. I don't love when they really, really, really blur the lines between good and bad. I think it's better sometimes if it's clear who's the villain and who's the good guy. Especially considering a lot of these stories are out there to not exactly shape children's view of reality, but, you know, children are going to be watching like Disney movies and children's shows and cartoons and stuff like that, right? And so the more that they can learn the difference between good and evil in a general sense is better. And that's kind of why a lot of children's shows are so simple and straightforward. A lot of times you've got the good guys and you got the bad guys, because, you know, that's how they're learning the difference between good and bad. And a lot of times you'll have a bad, like a villain that, you know, you may look at the villain and go, this is really trivial, like, why does this matter? Like, I don't remember everything about the show super well, but Dora the Explorer, Swiper, he really mostly just like stole stuff from Dora and friends and made stuff a little harder for them. And so while you may say in the context of like an ongoing story, that's not really very interesting or very major, but it still teaches children like this is wrong. You can't take things that belong to other people. Like stuff like that. Like very simple concepts of good and bad. And I think that's helpful. And I think that when you have children's shows that blur the line, like obviously at some point you do need to learn there's not always a white and black to everything. Like sometimes it's a little bit complicated, but I think that when children are young, they don't need to be thinking about that too much. I think they need to be thinking more about good and bad and right and wrong. I think that's more important for development. And then when they get older, then they can start thinking about more complex concepts. I don't know, that was a bit of a rant, but and yeah, you want to make your hero relatable, not the villain. Yeah, I agree. Otherwise, children will end up confused. And yeah, I think art is cool. I think art is really cool too. My brother watches a YouTuber that talks about bad things and steals ideas and is annoying. Yeah, that's not a great thing for kids to grow up on. I stole chocolate from Kohl's when I was very young. I think you've told me about that story, TKT. Very good conversation about villains, heroes, protagonists, and antagonists. Yes, very insightful. Very, very, very deep. Yes. I'm kind of considering just coloring abstractly, like, oh, not that color. Let's do a lighter pink. Just kind of doing like this. At least for now. I may go in and fully color them individually later on. But we are getting very close to the point that I would like to wrap up. So I just kind of want to do something a little rudimentary. And if I do do a little more thorough coloring, I will send it in the chat so you guys can see the finished progress. Let's see, that's her arm, and this is her hand. Yeah, Nagari, you're fine. Glad I could start such a deep discussion. Yeah, for real. Y'all gotta watch, or else I will accidentally get into a deep discussion. I don't want to share controversial opinions all over the internet. Okay, yeah. Alright, and then we just do let's just give her a nice, cute little mustard yellow. She likes mustard yellow. That's gold, that's not mustard yellow. Yeah, that's fine, that's close enough. I think we will lighten this just a tiny bit. There we go. There we go. Alright, you got at least 2 subscribers from this stream. Oh, I did! Nana is a very famous streamer. She has 118 subscribers. Thank you. I don't think that's super duper popular, but I appreciate it. Me, who is a walking talking machine of controversial opinions, I better keep my mouth shut. She says, that is relatable sometimes. She's real famous, so thank you guys. But yeah, I think this is where we're gonna end the stream. This is really all we drew, so I'm sorry about the lack of productivity of this stream, but I think it was fine. We had fun, we had some good conversations, and I drew a cute little meme. I will forward this to Bardic later, and we'll see what she thinks. She's a big shot. I'm a big shot. Yeah. So thank you guys for joining. Oh, this is the first time in a while I've done a solo stream, actually. It was fun, though. So I will see you guys again next week on Monday with another Terraria stream. Until then, I hope you guys have a good week. Reminds me of an image I traced over. Ooh. And she says, great stream, had so much fun. Bye. Yeah, guys, y'all have a great week. I will see y'all again later. And until then, stay cool.